one aspect of learning that will change the most in 2030 will be that technology will allow us to be much more interconnected across the world, and our global citizenship will be so important for all of our students.
In 2030, schools will be filled with brand new technology, such as digital simulations or models, to explain something physically that they can't demonstrate in the classroom.
I predict pedagogy will evolve in the following ways by 2030. It's going to be about teaching skills. Students are going to have all the information they need, but they're going to need to know how to find it, use it, apply it, and evaluate it.
In 2030, I believe that schools will be everywhere. I believe that they will be more accessible for people who are less fortunate. And I believe that education will get better because of growing technologies. I think that technology will play a larger role in education, such as laptops and iPads and phones. Though I don't believe that online schools will become a huge thing, because FaceTime will never replace face-to-face.
I think that in 2030, what won't change in education is the importance of the relationships that we have with our children.
In 2030, technology in schools will be developed. As George Couros once said, technology is not just a tool. It can give learners a voice that they may not have had before.
The main way that ICS is adapting for the future is by working hard to try and build something different for our students, something different than what we're used to in the past.
One way ICS is adapting for the future is by the introduction of the new creative media courses at GCSE and A-level, which I think is a great course for the modern day, because it's going to teach them skills about journalism, media, graphic design, designing websites, photography, all the skills that are needed and used in the modern world. So I think by introducing that subject, I think that that's going to push the school forward and make us a very forward-thinking school.
The top 3 skills students will need for our future will be to be technologically adept. Who knows what technology we will have then? Verbal communication skills. The biggest issues facing our planet today require compromise and negotiation, and they're going to need problem-solving skills to deal with these issues.
The top 3 things that our students will need in 2030 are resilience, drive to do their best, and kindness.
In 2030, I will be an expert for energy planning.
In 2030, I'd like to be a swimmer.
My education is preparing me for the future by teaching me how to think rather than what to think.
My education is preparing me for the future by showing me how my learning actually applies to the real world.
What I love the most about ICS is the series of cultures and regions we learn about, as well as the way we treat everyone with respect and compassion.